Now we're getting to it. Now we're getting to the thick of things. Now we're getting to the meat and gravy.
Boy gravy!
The fat acceptance or pride movement lately has blew up. Has grown in size. Has caught steed in recent years. Be it through cretins on TikTok or so-called professors doctorate in fat theory, whatever the fuck that is, or just people accepting mediocrity after a series of failed diets, it's here.
We're here, we're fat, get used to it.
Trust me, I can see you. Don't need to make noise. Today I'm not here to comment on the positivity movement, although I plan to do a small documentary style video on this. Today, rather, we're going to look and ask the question, is being fat genetics? Spoiler alert. No. Probably heard all of the fat acceptance ones peddling this talking point, though I doubt they could peddle far, or at all for that matter. They always say, I live in a big body, it's genetics, you can't change it. Well, today I'm here to tell you that actually they're right, to some small degree, but while they're technically, in a way, right, they're also very wrong. So in short, genetics plays an incredible majority role in one's makeup and structure, in this case physically. Some people, for example, genetically are not born with 6 abs, they are maybe only born with 4, or perhaps maybe 8. Some people have a lower swooping chest genetics, others have a chest that sits higher, some people naturally hold weight in their lower half, giving their legs a larger proportion in comparison to their upper. Some people are taller, some are smaller, some are sexier, some not so much, some born with large willies, others are just appreciative of the attention. But when it comes to weight, this is also true. Some people are born with faster metabolisms than others. Some don't feel as full when eating like others, some are more prone to gain weight, and some are more prone to hold it in certain areas. This is very true, to be fair to them. But not so fast. The correct way to state this, however, is that they have a genetic disposition to which is tilted towards the encouragement and possibility of weight gain if the prerequisite factors that are required to gain weight are fulfilled. I'm quite proud of that. I wrote that myself. Simply put, if you have the genetic possibility to gain large amounts of weight and you fulfill that by overeating, you will gain large amounts of weight. It's the old saying, genetics loads the gun and environment pulls the trigger. Now your response very well may be, well, that's not very fair. Yeah, it isn't. I'd also love to be able to eat 2 litres of ice creams per night, which sometimes I do, close enough to. I'd also love to be able to devour endless pizzas and just raw spoonfuls of sugar. But life's a shithouse. Some people are born with godly genetics, some aren't. Some gotta work harder in life for things, some don't. But no one gives a flying fuck if you have it harder in life. All they see at the end of the day is what you've managed to accomplish and achieve and who you are. If you are someone who's weighing in at 300 pounds trying to convince others that it's just my genetics and that I'm just big boned, then I'm sorry. But don't be surprised if people aren't too thrilled on the idea, or if you think it's going to change their mind on you. If a man's approach when trying to get a girl was, look, I know I don't look like your preference, but that's because I don't have his genetics. So you gotta fancy me and love me because it's not fair otherwise. You'd have a wake-up call. And in regards to people who claim they just don't feel full when eating and it's not their fault, this is where we go wrong in our present society. We overindulge in just about every aspect. When you eat, the purpose of this is to satiate your hunger, fulfill your nutrient requirements, and refuel yourself. You should really stop eating when you don't feel as hungry anymore, not when you're completely stuffed. That is overeating. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not going to look like Ronnie Coleman. Well, for obvious reasons. Even if I took the drugs, food, and intense training Ronnie underwent. But I can certainly be better than I am at present. I can certainly adopt the outlook of every human, including myself, are filled with tons of imperfections, and accepting those imperfections with pride isn't actually a socially progressive higher virtue of living. In fact, it's accepting mediocrity. We can always become better than we currently are in most cases. Accept and understand what your circle of control is in life, where you have control and eligibility in changing, and figure out how to do it. I know this is a big topic to undress. I mean address, but approaching this in a simplistic manner generally is the best approach. Some of you viewing this may also be absolutely disgusted by my attempts of making fun of fat people by puns and jokes, and to you I say, fuck off. And to you I say, I'm not here to make fun of anyone. Well, if someone overweight wants to improve themselves, I'm actually way more supportive and impressed than I am of others. But a bit of daddy discipline goes far, I think. A bit of strap your fucking boots up and get to work, your disgrace, sometimes goes far. My malice aims are more towards those who think they are perfect already. Those who spout and peddle, although again, not very fucking far. The lies that being fat is beautiful, being fat is healthy, being fat is just genetics, and promoting god-awful self-worth ideologies. These are the people doing direct damage. Anyway, if you liked this video, please do like and subscribe to the channel and like this video because it really does help me. But until next time, I'm Card from the Orcs Den. Have a good one.